So what type of designers do you like? Who are some of your favorites?
Well, I've kind of gotten a little more classic now that I'm getting a little older, but I definitely love, of course, vintage things are my favorite. I love old YSL. I love old Gucci with Tom Ford if I could ever find it, which is really hard. I love J. Crew. I could shop there probably once a week. And I really love Chanel. I collect a lot of vintage Chanel jewelry. And I really, really, really love Marc Jacobs, Marc by Marc Jacobs, because it's young and I think it's pretty reasonable, especially when they have sales. And I love Helmut Lang for blazers and leather pants and leather leggings. And yeah.
Okay, and I know you're a fashion nut because you started at an early age. There was a cool story that you got your first subscription to Vogue at 10 years old. Tell me about that.
Well, it was really down to my grandma because she stayed with my family and me in our home 6 months out of the year. She would come from Mexico City, and she wanted me to translate all of her fashion magazines. So the subscription came in my name, and I would kind of look through and tell her everything I could and translate it from English into Spanish for her. And from there, the collection started growing, the subscriptions, and then once high school came, I started going a little more international and learning about, British style and French. And so yeah, I definitely am still addicted to magazines. I probably read about maybe 20 to 30 a month. So a lot of my fun money goes into getting kind of international magazines. So yeah.
Cool. And I know you have a 3-year-old little boy. How does it feel to dress him up?
Oh, well, I got really carried away dressing up my son when he was first born. We'd go to London a lot, and I would always try and find the most unique boutiques because I think European clothing for children is amazing. And I would always get him lots of sweaters and coats and bring it back to New York. But he would get so chubby, so it would grow out of it so fast. So it was such a waste. And I just try to, really enjoy. It's really hard, I think, to dress a boy. There's not a lot of options. It's very either grungy or too preppy. And I don't mind if it's that sometimes, but it's really hard to go into a department store and find something for kids. It's really unique. So I definitely dig European stores for that.
Okay, and you're on the industry panel for this event. Tell me about that. What will you be doing?
Well, it's a bunch of great people here tonight to kind of discuss the industry and our experiences, and maybe whoever's sitting in the audience wants to kind of get into some form of fashion, whether it be designing or merchandising or modeling or TV presenting. So we're here to give kind of our own personal story and how to kind of branch out or get discovered in that way.
And it's kind of the opposite of how you got discovered, right? Because Tyra was giving you advice. What was some of the best advice Tyra has given you?
Well, Tyra, I've known Tyra for a long time, so she's always giving different, kind of guiding me in different directions. When I don't really ask her too many questions. I just kind of watch her and admire her, and I think she's a strong businesswoman, and she's very vivacious and very bright, and definitely has just knows so much about everything regarding fashion and television. So I really just kind of let her talk. I don't ask her too many questions.
And color, what kind of color and trends should we see for spring?
I don't know. I feel like spring is definitely leaping into lots of fluorescence and bright colors, whites, hot pinks, bright oranges, skinny jeans. I don't recommend everyone wearing them because they're not cut. I think a lot of the brands aren't cut, flattering for most women. So I don't know. I don't really get too caught up in that. I think with spring, it's just about being comfortable and still looking put together.
And last one, your favorite personal thing to wear?
I really like a lingerie junkie. So I got spoiled, I guess, living in New York and having a chance to kind of go to all the special boutiques and stores. So I feel like if you're wearing something really pretty underneath, it kind of gives you that confidence, just to kind of be like a really sexy woman.